FC. Suburban topped Group A with a gritty 1-0 win over Saskatoon and a 0-0 draw against Moncton. Kodiak just scoring the one goal and keeping clean sheets in those games. Yesterday, they exploded into the quarterfinals, crushing Kamloops United 5-0, 2-0 at half-time and then 3 more in the second. North Vancouver, though, they ruled in Group B with 2 wins, a 6-0 rout against Fieldman's AA St John's and a 3-1 win against Cherry Beach Youth, conceding just 1 but netting 9. In the quarters, they handled Prince Edward Island FC 2-0, a goal either side of half-time. Kickoff is moments away here, and the winner in this game is going to be playing the winner of the other semi-final being played right now behind me. That game is between Cherry Beach and Saskatoon. All to play for. I'll give you a little bit of a rundown here of the starting 11, starting with Suburban. They're going to be in blue and red checkers, blue shorts, red socks. In goal is Ryder Crawley. Across the back line in a 4-3-3 is Owen McGillivray, Zaya Dahab, Grady Lawners and Jesse Lord. 3 in midfield is Ben Marsh, Michael Alt and Kyler Zwan, number 13. He is the captain. And striking for them in attack is Samuel Cox, Malik Lopez and Nathan Mulholland. For North Van, in white socks and white tops, red shorts, they have in goal Brehad Shahafari. The back line in a 4-2-3-1 is Braden Daniels, Jaden Browning, Russell Ferguson, Spencer Medland. Midfield to Jacob Robson, Hiroki Sugamata. Dexter White is up front. Left wing Ethan McKinney, and on the right Martin Maschach. Looks like Suburban in their blue and red stripes are going to be going from left to right here, and North Vancouver from right to left. It's a cloudy, overcast day here in Kamloops on MacArthur Island. That's not going to deter either team, with an opportunity after these 80 minutes to step into the final tomorrow. That game will be at 10:40 kickoff tomorrow morning. The winners of this playing the winners of Cherry Beach versus Saskatoon. It's going to be Suburban to get things underway. This classic new kickoff, putting the defensive team under pressure immediately. That couldn't have been placed any better. A yard from the corner flag. Throw in for North Van, deep in their own territory. Suburban look to create some pressure right off the bat. McGillivray taking it down the right hand side, sizing his options up. Might neglect to go all the way back, just pops it back to his right back there. Lawners, nice touch, tidy first few moments. Good tracking back at the back by Browning. It's Jaden Browning at the back there for North Van. Good start from Suburban. Owen McGillivray to take the throw. All the way back to Grady Lawns. He's sizing his options up. Little ball inside. Nice patient play. It's going to go back to Lawns here. A little bit of movement ahead. All possession for Suburban in the opening stages. Captain's one. Switches the play. McGillivray on the ball a lot in his opening stage. He tries to find the back post, but that's going to be an easy catch for Shafiri. The first real pieces of pressure for North Van. You can probably hear all around me. There is plenty of action being played right now. The other semi-final right behind us. Up the line looking for White. Headed straight back for Lawrence to deal with. Again picked up by Suburban. They look to keep possession and recycle it very, very quickly. It's 2 and 3 touches. Dahab comes forward. Jesse Lord looks up the line. Good defending. Lord trying to find Mulholland. It's going to be Lord with the throw. Ben Marsh came in deep to pick it up, and it's a very impressive, possessive beginning to the game. A lot of this being played on this near side, specifically with Owen McGillivray. On ball by North Van. They look to create some pressure with themselves, but White can't bring that under control. He gets a second chance here. That's a decent ball to McKenny. Tight in the corner, not a lot of places to go. A little bit of skill goes to ground. It's going to be a goal kick. Good defending from McGillivray. First touch is for Ryder Crawley in net for Suburban. Suburban were top of Group A with a win and a draw. They beat Saskatoon 1-0 and drew 0-0 with Moncton Kodiak. To ground. Referee says play on. No passage up this near side for North Van. Strong defending. Trying to find White, but it's smashed forward to Lornez, straight to the goalkeeper. Absolutely no messing around that. Solid defensive play. Maschuch brings it under control, but gives it up into the middle. Should be picked up by Robson, but again it falls in favour of Suburban. Captain Zwan calms things down again. That's a nice little ball in to Lopez. Tries to find Samuel Cox, but it's good defending. McGillivray throws it inside, gets it back. Plays a nice ball into his captain. Kyler Zwan back to Dahab and all the way out to Jesse Lord. Not a whole lot of options forward. Finds Mulholland. White trying to make something happen. It's a lovely ball up the line. Held up again well by Lopez. Pop back to Cox. McGillivray does really well to get past McKenny. It's going to be the goalkeeper's ball. Just trying to whip it around the defender. Looking for Maddox Lopez, who's looked sharp. The wind beginning to blow. But the pace on the pitch is frantic. Gomery giving that one away. Nice play through the midfield, back to the defence for Suburban. Kept it in on that far side. Suburban win the throw. For all their possession they've had in the early stages, no goals to speak of, no real shots on net. Swan gets it back and Suburban can size things back up again. It's a lovely little drop inside and it's a nice bit of technique, but way too much on it there. That's Ben Marsh looking to find Nathan Mollard. Little chance here for White to maybe bring his team up. It's a nice play. Just a slight mistouch on the pass there from Daniels. Daniels looking to connect with Ethan McKinney on this near side. Another throw in here for McGillivray, who's plenty of the ball. Poor touch in the middle. It's a foul throw given by the referee. McGillivray can be lucky the whistle went because they gave possession up to North Vancouver. It's going to be Brandon Daniels with the throw. He's got three options ahead of him: Montgomery, White, McKinney. Knocked out by the Vancouver striker. Really is east versus west. Suburban FC travelling all the way from Nova Scotia. My Canadian geography isn't incredible, but I know that's not anywhere near where we're at right now. Nathan Holland trying to get in up that left-hand side, but some decent defending. Just sees it go out for a goal kick, and there's going to be some attention, I think, needed on Spencer Medland, I think. Let's look at the passage of these teams through. As I mentioned, Suburban finished top of Group A with a win and a draw. And then yesterday in the quarterfinals, they beat Kamloops United 5-0, 2-0 at halftime and 3 second-half goals. North Vancouver, they topped Group B, 2 wins, a 6-0 win to start things up, and then they followed that up with a 3-1 win against Cherry Beach, who are in the other semi-final. And then they beat Prince Edward Island 2-0 to get themselves in the position they're in today. It's a good header into the middle. Swan can pick that up. It's been a calm, collected figure in the middle there, trying to pick the ball up from his defence to find his attackers. Lopez looking to get on the end of that. That should be easy for the defender to see out, and that's Jaden Browning defending well. Bayrad Shafiri to take this latest goal kick. It's KG here in Kamloops in this U-17 National Boys Championship. Teams from all over the country participating in a wonderfully organised competition. Have to mention our sponsors. Canada Soccer sponsors are Visa, Gatorade, Centennial Storage and Pepsi Cola. Obviously none of this happens without incredible support from those organisations. We have to mention the City of Kamloops, their facilities being just the best in class. And Kamloops United FC is the incredible hosts here, participating on and off the pitch is Kamloops United, and their whole team has worked tirelessly to make this all happen. McGillivray, Sammy Cox coming in deep, turning nicely. Very nice intricate play here from Suburban, keeping it with aplomb. Lots of movement off the ball. That's really what's causing North Van plenty of issues. When the centre-back can just glide through 3-4 players. Look at this run. What a great ball that is. Slip through. It's a great last-ditch tackle. Russell Ferguson coming in the nick of time because Michael Alt was nearly on the end of a wonderful Suburban move. Graded honours just gliding through 2, 3, 4 players and then having the state of mind to slip the ball through. It's going to be Ben Marsh to take this first corner of the game for Suburban. They've had plenty of the possession. Can they get a goal to get some reward? That's headed away pretty easily by North Van. A bit of miscommunication, not fully away. Scrambled, clear all the way back to Jesse Lord. He pops it back into the middle. Flip by Alt. Gillivray trying to get it out to Mulholland. It's going to be a throw in for Suburban. Suburban coach Talal Alawad communicating exactly what he wants from his players. Mulholland twisting and turning. A little bit of space in the middle if they can shift it. The defence clusters in on the ball. Maybe a shot from distance. Owen McGillivray eyes lit up at that opportunity, but Montgomery came across to defend. Short from North Van. Browning. Daniels up the line, but that's gone out of play. Pressure coming from Suburban, a little bit too much right now for the team in white, but it's 0-0 right now and anything can happen. Michael Ort with almost the best opportunity of the game, if not for a stunning Russell Ferguson challenge. Dahab forward to Lord. Lord pops it inside to Zwan, back to Lord. Look at the movement, it's really, really impressive. Everyone getting involved. Lopez dropping in to get it. Little 1-2. Even with the slip, McGillivray can keep it under control. Ben Marsh dropping deep, and then he can find the switch. Just going to skip off the MacArthur Island surface. Really close play. Ben Marsh dropping him really deep to pick the ball up from Grady Lawns. And they try to get it out to Mulholland, who's not had a great deal to feed upon thus far. Suburban set up in a 4-3-3, looking to get Mulholland and Samuel Cox out wide, trying to get some one-on-ones and create something for Maddox Lopez, who's spearheading that attack. Medlin with the throw up the line, that's going to go in and out, and Jesse Lord's going to have a chance to throw and make something happen. Lord up the line. Referee thinking about blowing for the foul, but playing the advantage. Suburban in the ascendancy. Cox spinning really well, and Montgomery having to leave his attacking job to do some defensive work. Get away with the latest throw in on this near side. He finds Cox. Pops it back to Grady Lawrence. Lopez making the run, but that's an easy header away from Browning. The attack is not over. It's going to be a throw in, very deep for Suburban, and they make no mistake in just getting on with that as quickly as they possibly can. I think they know they've got North Van in a delicate position where they're able to perhaps create something a little bit better in that attacking third. Lord with the throw to Mulholland. He holds it up and pops it back to his left back, given away in the middle. Robson, the Van captain, can get things underway, but it's given away in 2 passes. What about that for a pass? Cox with the miscontrol, but falls kindly. McGillivray doing some defensive work to win the ball back for his team as Ben Marsh looks to find Holland, but an unfortunate slip by the Suburban number 11. Plenty of noise being made over on that far side. Support for both of these teams. Loads of credit to all the parents and all the coaching staff that put so much effort into making these teams, these competitions, even possible. That's a nice touch, a bit of space on the far side, but not the best execution of the pass. Easy for Lornas to deal with it. Samuel Cox with a bit of skill, he finds his right back. Lopez was looking for it up the line, but he's really isolated, covered by two players every time. Rare miscontrol at the back from Grayley Lornas, but Crawley was able to help him out. That's unlucky from Ben Marsh, trying to find his captain. Montgomery trying to find White. Easy for Suburban to deal with. There's a ball up the line for Lopez. That's the ball he's looking to feed upon. Looked like a hand, and it was. It's a good decision by the AR. Malik Lopez is asking the question, but it's a handball every day of the week. I got a little nudge in the back, but that contact is legal. I'm in a very interesting view here. I've got the coaching staff of both teams right underneath me, and the communication with the fourth officials. It's always interesting to get that insight. A good head up. Smashed away by McGillivray. That's a testing piece of defending that Spencer Medlin was equal to. Lord. Mascic coming on the inside, looking for the big switch, but it's a heroic attempt. You need to keep the ball a little bit when you're under so much pressure. Challenge coming in there from Jacob Robson on Michael Alt. Free kick to Suburban. We can settle things down a little bit. McGillivray going back to Lornas. Lord. Bit of room to run into, looking for that pinpoint pass. It's going to find Mulholland. He crosses it in, and easy for Browning to deal with. The flag goes up for offside. Maybe an advantage could have been played there, but the referee blows the whistle as the flag goes up. Suburban goes short. Ben Marsh looking to pick out a long ball, but he goes short to Lopez. That's a nice little pass inside to McGillivray, who's find himself in a really attacking position right now, all the way from right back. Good defending. Alt picks it up again. North Van are doing really well to keep Suburban FC's possession and pressure really high up the pitch, away from their goal. They're going to have to stay resilient, but they're going to have to come out and attack at some point. No team can take that pressure for the whole match. Grady Lawrence. McGillivray twisting and turning, trying to find a passage up the line. That's good defending. Defender gets it back. Finds Dexter White. He pops it back to the defender. Trying to take it on the inside. Samuel Cox defending. That's a nice ball from Montgomery. White's a little bit of space out to this left-hand side for McKinchney. Montgomery, first real attacking play for North Van. Can they get the ball into the box? It's really strong defending from Suburban. The referee blows the whistle. Not sure if he's given a free kick or a corner, but it, without question, it looked like it was really strong defending from Gradley Lawrence, and it's going to be a corner decision, but it was 100% off the attacker. But these things happen in football. Corner kick, first of the game for North Van. What a controversial goal this could be if they were to get ahead from this decision. And it comes towards that near post, cleared away. Straight towards that back post into a pretty dangerous area. It's kind of hoisted back in from Mascic. Suburban should have got the goal kick, but didn't concede a goal and defended decently enough. Now they can build back up. Lorna's looking for Lopez. Nice closing down in numbers from Suburban. You could hear the call from the coach looking to get the defence back and win the ball back quickly. It's a nice little slip ball from Ben Marsh. Lorna's with a bit of time, maybe looking for Lopez. Both players on this near side going short. Cleared away. Jesse Lord picks it up, a little bit of space to run into. He's got Holland ahead. It's a very difficult ball to do anything with. Holland fouling Maastricht there, who came back and defended and cleared well. Simplicity is the coach's orders there to Jesse Lord on that far side. Daniels, McKenzie fortunately finds White, but White can't find Montgomery. Lopez holding it up. Possession recycled again, as they've been doing for these opening 24 minutes. Zayad Dahab, he's maybe looking for Mulholland this time, but another foul conceded by Nathan Mulholland, and it's going to get a talking to from the referee. The referee today is Josu Callis. His assistants are Chris Harrop, Karim Shroudi, fourth official as Emir Ramic, and our referee assessor is Stu Murray. That will be Nathan Mulholland's last chance for a challenge. I think he'll be going into the book right away after that. Samuel Cox winning the throw against Braden Daniels. Just the energy from Suburban, really the difference between the two teams at the moment. They're keeping everything simple all across the pitch, but they've really yet to threaten the goal. No shots on goal to speak of, but it just takes a moment for things to open up and explode. The ball over the top's going to, it's a wonderful touch from Ethan McKennie to thwart that attack. He's on the ball now, little nudge in the side. Good battle between those two players, and it's popped up the line for Dexter White, but Vancouver need to be a little bit more cautious when they do get the opportunity to put a pass together, even if it's to just play back to the goalkeeper and resettle things. It can be incredibly tiring to just be chasing the ball. But here's a chance for Dexter White. He finds Montgomery. A whole lot of options. Composes and tries to take it on, but Mike Alt dispossesses. Montgomery with another chance. He's got Samuel Cox up against him. He's going to get the cross in the left foot here. That's a very good tackle by Owen Gillivray. It's going to be another corner here for North Van, a second. Their best opportunity to score came from a corner kick not so long ago. Let's see if they're able to make something happen with this one. It's going to be the captain, Jacob Robson, to be the man to cross the ball. 6 players in the box. One player right at the far side. Maybe some sort of tactical play here, we'll see. In comes that cross. It's flicked on towards that back post. And just trying to get that technique, just shanked towards the goalkeeper Crawley. North Van coming into it a little bit here, but they aren't matching Suburban with the possession and work rate at the moment, but Dexter White's looking to change that. Sugamata, who I've not mentioned a whole lot on the broadcast because he's not really been on the ball a whole lot. Part of a three in midfield of Robson, Montgomery is Hiroki Sugamata. And if I am mispronouncing any of these names, do forgive me. I am doing my best, I promise. Got about 10 minutes left of this first half. Daniels inside to his captain, Robson. Just a little bit too easy there. Ethan McKennie trying to play up the line, just rushing it a little bit. Composure is the order of the day. It might not look like you've got a whole lot of time, but you have to make it and be composed. That's a lovely little step from Montgomery. Trying to make it up the line, but McGillivray has been a very challenging customer to get around. Kamloops United Football Club sponsors here for the U-17's National Championships, the Kelson Group, Pronto Enterprises, Forward Law, LN Group, Capelli Sport, Atco Structures and TP Link. Thank you to all our sponsors for making this all happen. 3 players to contend with there was Ethan McKennie, wins his team a throw-in. Braden Daniels takes back to Montgomery. Switches it up nicely to Medland. It's a tricky ball to bring down and immediately pressured again by Mulholland. That's 3 challenges in 30 minutes. Probably not card worthy, but accumulation certainly something the referee's got to think about. A chance for Browning to send this in. It's going to be the goalkeeper's ball. Ryder Crawley with a early loud shout. He looks to get Samuel Cox away early. He'll cut inside nicely. Pops it inside looking for Lopez. Keeper stays where he is, but Lopez has gone certainly wider than he would have liked, and the ball just crept out of play, but lovely intricate passing. Lovely first touch by Montgomery. He's going to pick this back up again. McGillivray does well. Strides forward immediately, but does the right thing going back to Jesse Lord so Suburban can get things going again. They have lots of movement ahead. Lopez, I'm not sure whether he was trying to hold that or flick it. He's had rare opportunities to get the ball in those areas, so really like to try and hold that ball up and bring players into it, because he's got a lot of talent behind him. Ben Marsh, Swan, Old Cox. White dispossessed, but Samuel Cox looking to complete the clearance. There's going to be a throw-in for North Van off the hand of Samuel Cox, but not a free kick. Braden Daniels with the throw. A little bit of movement ahead of him. Header off Samuel Cox again. White to Montgomery. Nice turn from Montgomery. Tries to whip it on the left foot. He does so. Cleared away nicely by Hab and sent back in by Medland. It's going to be a throw-in for Suburban deep in their own territory here. Clock ticks down in this first half. Just about 8 minutes or so left. White flicks brilliantly. Montgomery with a little bit of space here. He puts it back to his captain. Shot on net there from Jacob Robson, and that's just the type of opportunity that Vancouver have patiently been waiting for. Lots of credit to Dexter White and Montgomery putting pressure on that back line of Suburban to give up those types of chances. Good defending by McKenny. Lovely play again into the middle, but a giveaway pass intercepted by Robson, but he gives it back to Samuel Cox and Kyler Zwan, who's not really been able to put his mark on this half so far. It's all been played really up this right hand side. Throwing for North Vancouver on this near side, up the line towards White. Clearly the target man for the team from the West Coast against the team from the East Coast. Ball looking for Lopez. Grady Lorna's just giving that one away, and Lopez is going to have to work a little bit harder, I think, to give his defenders that channel, that avenue to split through the midfield. Gallifrey does well to get it all the way back to Lones, and gives it back, and another confident step inside, and ball long that's going to be dealt with here by Browning. Probably just cleared, but back to Cox, who chests it under control nicely. Two North Vancouver players deal with it, and Montgomery strides forward. Pulled back, referee's going to blow for a free kick. Ball smashed away by the goalkeeper. Maybe not hearing the whistle, but clearing confidently was Crawley. He pulled it back for a free kick here, rightly so. It's going to be Browning to throw this in, looking for Dexter White. And it comes looking for White. He's up against it against two other defenders, but it's kept alive here. Crossed in towards the back post towards White. He flicks it. Montgomery sniffing at the back post, but it's the team in white here from Vancouver looking to finish this half strongly. 0-0 here, MacArthur Island, this semi-final matchup between Suburban FC and North Vancouver. These teams playing for a spot in tomorrow's final, which will be here on this pitch, 10:40 kickoff local time. Completely unmarked Montgomery, and his first touch isn't the best. White does really well, shows strength and poise. It's a good ball out wide, brought under control nicely. Maschurch has got Montgomery available, he's going to take him on the right side here. Corner kick to Vancouver. Really finishing this half well. They've defended solidly, and the forward line has worked tirelessly to just kind of work off scraps at the moment, but they're getting their reward for that bravery. It's going to be a left-footed cross from Maschurch. Plenty of targets. This crosses into it towards the back post. Should be the keeper's, and is. Crawley acrobatically claiming. Dahab finds Marsh, who finds Mulholland, who's one-on-one against Medland. It's going to be a corner kick. Medland looking for the foul, but I think he was just off balance. And now it's a concession of corner kicks. This time it's Suburban. What a time it would be for either team to go into the break a goal ahead. comes the corner kick. Cluster of bodies on the 6-yard box. Signal given and comes the cross. Referee just wanted to have a word with a player or two. No, just the one. It's Michael Alt getting the little word from the referee. As Ben Marsh gets a second bite at this corner. Referee having to keep an eye on a whole lot. Everyone bar 3 Suburban players, 1 North Van striker and the goalkeeper in the box. Everyone else, but the delivery from Ben Marsh isn't what he anticipated. Sharifi can play it short, and Samuel Cox looks to get some scraps here. So does Montgomery. Referee bringing back it on the foul there on Finn Montgomery, who's been a standout workhorse for North Vancouver. No touch into Daniels. Montgomery picking the pocket of Marsh. Really taking the game by the scruff of the neck, taking on everyone in a blue and red shirt, but that's good defending from Suburban. They win that ball back, and as they do, they play their triangles out, but that clearance falls straight to Sugamato, who couldn't quite find White. Ferguson. Oh, that's an important interception, but still alive here for North Van. There's a strike option here towards that near post, and Ryder Crawley had to be sharp and alert, getting down to his left-hand side. The strike from Martin Mascic. The latest of decent attempts for North Van as they close the half out well. Ball into Lopez. Browning against Lopez there, and it's the attacker that wins that free kick that time. "40 minutes pretty much done here. Probably going to be one of the last opportunities of the half for Suburban to try and get themselves ahead in this semi-final here in Kamloops. Ben Marsh to cross. It's very deep towards that back post. It's headed back brilliantly. Here comes a strike, and bravely blocked by Browning. Corner kick for Suburban. That was a nicely played set piece, popping up to that back post to be headed in, and the strike was certainly goalwards. Ben Marsh looking to improve on that previous corner kick that just went straight into the side netting. And it comes straight towards the goalkeeper, and it's the goalkeeper's hand that puts it over the bar. Another corner for Suburban. The 40 minutes continues. Comes across with power and purpose towards that near post. And there goes the half-time whistle here on MacArthur Island in this U-17's Men's National Championship semi-final. Score right now, Suburban 0, North Van 0, as the teams take a little half-time break. We'll be back with you for their second half. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the action. This semi-final matchup in this U-17 National Championships. It's 0-0 here. Suburban against North Van. Has been a substitute for the team in white. Coming on is Quinn Tvet Borgenstrom. I'm not sure I've pronounced that right, but I've done my best. I'll let you know who he has come in to replace. He's gone out onto that left far side. It really was a tale of two halves within that first half, because Suburban really did well to create all sorts of problems, and Havana starting where they left off. This could be 1-0, but it skims across with an unbelievable piece of spin. Suburban FC just a tap in away from going 1-0 down early on in this second half. What an incident that would have been. It was Maschurch that got the cross in, and just a wicked deflection off their hab, and really could have gone anywhere. Crawley was crawling to try and do something as Lopez tries to create a flick. Well, I was just discussing there that the first 15-20 minutes of that first half, Suburban FC really showed quality possession and composure, movement. And North Van, they sat back, they defended, they soaked that up. They didn't really give up too many opportunities, and then the hard work from the midfield, and especially the striking force of Montgomery and White, they were able to sniff out some opportunities, and they've really started this second half how they finished the first. The other semi-final being played on the pitch behind me right now. It's Cherry Beach 2, Saskatoon 1. All to play for though. 40 minutes left to play pretty much in both of these games. One team from each will be playing in tomorrow's final. 10:40 in the morning here at MacArthur Island, Kamloops, British Columbia. You can catch that all live here. One team going into that, and the others will be heading home. White doing well. Finds Maschurch. Montgomery trying to find some space, just pops it out left, but too much on that pass out wide towards McKenny. I think it was Braden Daniels who has come out for North Van. Ethan McKenzie, I think he's gone out at left back, and that's paved the way for that first substitute. Borgenstrom, who's come in. Montgomery out wide. McKenzie. There is Borgenstrom trying to cause some havoc, keeps it in, wins the corner. North Van really pushing well. Discussions on the Suburban bench right now. I think they know they need to maybe make a little bit of a change. There's been a fourth goal in the other semi-final. I'll let you know who's got that one as this corner comes in. It's a good ball in. Bergenstrom tried to get underneath it. Player has gone to ground in the middle of the pitch. And it's Owen McGillivray who is on the end of a challenge from Russell Ferguson. Russell Ferguson, I think, goes in the book either for the challenge or something said afterwards. Coaching staff on now to provide some treatment. It is 3-1-2 Cherry Beach. They've got a little bit of daylight now. Really something to work with, and Saskatoon are going to have to come at them if they're going to get back in this game and be in that final tomorrow. There is a consolation final looking for bronze place for sure, but none of these teams will want to be in that game. Ryden Crawley can get this fiery second half underway. That all we're missing right now is a goal to speak of. That's a lovely little flick. Lopez is looking to get on the end of this ball here. He's going to get a chance to strike here. Really good defending. Strength and experience. I think that was Ferguson who just got a booking, so he had to get everything right there, and he surely did. Referee in a great position to wave away any claim of a penalty. Crawley. Dahab just sizing things up and pops it back to his defensive partner. Grady Lornes, as he looks forward. He's got Samuel Cox available, finds him. Really good organised pressure from North Vancouver right now. Samuel Cox dropping his shoulder but getting intercepted. Well, Sugamata. Montgomery doing well. Sugamata just keeping possession now. This is really what Suburban were doing to North Vancouver in the beginning stages of that first half, keeping the ball really well, working hard, and looks like North Van have just been able to wake up a little bit. Sugamata forward. Montgomery knocking it back nicely. Lot of time there to pick that pass, looking for Maschuk. Ball through from Jacob Robson, nearly opening the lock. Crawley to Lornes. He's going to need more movement and more impact from his attacking players. Lopez conceding the foul. Tussling with Jaden Browning, and it's Browning that wins the free kick for his team. There's going to be a change here for Suburban as they're getting substitute ready. It's a yellow card for Maddox Lopez. Second card of the game. It's a card each for these teams so far. Really hard to call this one so far. I feel that Suburban will, at some point, if they can keep the score at 0-0, they'll get back into it. They've got so much quality in that midfield that once they do get the chance to create some possession and create some attacking options for themselves, then they'll begin to flourish again. But they're going to have to really put the effort in for that. Browning and Lopez again coming together. Throw in for Suburban. McGillivray sent back by the thrower, by the referee, to throw that from the position where it went out into Samuel Cox. Back to Dahab. He's got his left back as an option. Left by Marsh. Mulholland, three players to deal with, and it's picked off by Robson. Sugamata does well to Montgomery, trying to flick it through for White. Needs to be dealt with, and just about, but attack still on, but it's going to get cleared by Suburban. Throw into the team doing most of the defending right now. The crowd doing their very best to support their team. I think the majority of the noise coming in favour of North Vancouver. Doing their best to heat themselves up and heat the play up as the temperature doesn't seem to want to move in favour of warmth. Not the best first touch, but a really good second and third. Russell Ferguson then trying to spray it out wide to the only substitute so far, Borgenström, but there's going to be another change here. We're going to see Max Moore coming in, the first change for Suburban. Robson just popping it around to the midfielder. That's a nice ball, but a really poor touch. Maaschurch unable to begin that attack. Ball over the top looking for Lopez, but easily dealt with by Ferguson, and Robson trying to dance through a couple of players. Marsh picks it up and puts it out wide. That's a nice pass. Cox with the cross, stretching. Chance here at the back post. Holland trying to dig out something on net, but never really had the angle to trouble Shafiri's net. And it is Max Moore coming in for Nathan Holland, whose last piece of action was that strike on net. He's found it difficult to get into the game. Switch of play nearly picked off by Cox. It's Jacob Robson who's getting on the ball more than anybody in the midfield at the moment for either team, trying to make things tick for North Van as it's just cleared out of play by Grady Lawrence. Lawrence again trying to clear the ball and just get his team up the pitch. Cox long towards Lopez, but he's up against two defenders, and especially Ferguson, he's got a significant height advantage on Lopez. He's an isolated player at the moment. They've got to get closer to him if they're going to build anything from those long balls. White trying to make Gilleray's life hard, but it's really good defending, and Montgomery blocks bravely. Sugamata knocks it back. It's just given away needlessly in the midfield by Medland. Borgenström, he finds Montgomery. That's a very, very good tackle at the back. Grady Lawrence timing that brilliantly. I'm not sure if the referee's given a free kick there or just checking in on the North Vancouver attacker. It was a beautifully timed hooked tackle. It's just a throw in from North Van, no foul. Referee just checking in. Borgenström does well to spin. Pops it back to his left back. He receives it again. A bit of possession between the two of them, and Suburban win the throw. Michael Alt doing well. Clip through looking for Lopez, but again he's got three defenders to work against, and he's also going to have to keep his head. He's on a yellow card. Ball thrown out to Dahab. Marsh, Robson on his tail very quickly. Vancouver number 11, the most impressive player at the moment out on the pitch. Most touches, working so hard off the ball, and that ball's just given away at the back from Ferguson. It's the difference between Lopez for Suburban up front with no real supportive players, and then you've got Montgomery and White playing pretty close in proximity, able to feed off each other. There's been another goal in the semi-final just behind me, and it's Saskatoon have got themselves back in it, 3-2 against Cherry Beach. They need another goal if they're going to progress to the final tomorrow. Plenty of time for them to get back into that one, 28 minutes. It's pretty much what we've got left here as well. And we've got no goals to speak of on this pitch. 5 next door. We'd love one of them. Up the line to Cox. Comes in on the left foot, defended well by McKenzie. It's going to be another substitute here for Suburban. It's going to be Zachary Chen. And it's Samuel Cox to make way. He's had a good game, but just found it challenging to get himself into the second half, as North Vancouver have really been the team to take this game to their opposition. Lornas. Chen immediately into the action. That's a nice little ball to the right hand side. Looking for Marsh on the edge of the box. He's going to have a second bite at this cross. And this one, little dummy onto the left foot. Here comes the cross now. It's hard and low and cleared off McKenzie. Corner kick. It's going to be Ben Marsh to take this corner. Looking to open up the scoring. Referee right in amongst it, trying to keep an eye on many a confrontation. It's popped in over the goalkeeper, and it's a really poor delivery. Just when you've got plenty of bodies to cause a problem, and the corner not up to par, really letting North Van off the hook. That ball's gone out of play. Chen popping it back. Nice stride forward, nice pass out wide as well. Max Moore with a good ball into the box and headed away. It's going to go out for a corner kick. Game opening up a little bit now. Defensive play is really being showcased. 5 goals on the other pitch and none here. Defence really on top. Is there going to be a chink in the armour of either side here as Marsh looks to get some quality on this delivery? And he does. It's dangerous and cleared away, but the referee sees an infringement in the 6-yard box. It's going to be a free kick to North Van. Just looking down at the North Van bench, doesn't seem to be any substitutes preparing themselves to enter the fray. Medland up the line. Maschuk cuts inside, finds Montgomery, trying to get it back to the number 8. Given away in the middle. This is exactly what North Van were doing in the first half. Now Suburban are the team chasing. Morgenstrom trying to find White. It's going to be the goalkeepers to come out and claim. Crawley has been dominant. You could hear a lot of his calls all the way up here. Marsh sharing a pass or two in the middle. It's Lorna's stepping into midfield all the way from the back. Lopez out wide this time. He finds the right back. It's going to be a throw into Suburban. They built that up nicely. Nice play between their midfield. In comes the cross on the left foot towards that back post. Oh, it's headed up, back up towards his own goalkeeper. Lopez could be in some trouble here. Already on a yellow card. Unnecessarily nudging into Shafiri. Hands up, apologising. He's pleading his innocence. He knows that anything else, any other foul, he could be in some serious trouble. And it was a header that was attempted to be cleared out, I think, for a corner by Spencer Medlin, and it popped straight to the goalkeeper. There's just cracks now opening up in the midfield defence's mistakes. There's maybe some tired legs. It's the fourth game in as many days that these young players are participating in. That's a ball out wide. It's not going to meet its target. Chen sent it away. Robson. Medland, he looks up, finds it in the middle. That's a good step by Swan, the captain for Suburban. Church does well to find Montgomery. He cuts inside. He's going to try and find it out wide. He should have just gone to his left back there with an easy ball, but tried something a little bit more complicated to make something happen. Little trip there on Robson. Michael Alt not in agreement with the referee, but the whistle has gone and it's going to be a free kick for North Van in a position where they could probably set this up nicely. It's Suburban to make the next substitute. It's going to be Camden Crooks coming in. But it's those 11 players on the pitch for Suburban. They're going to have to be sharp now. In comes that cross. It's flicked towards the goal and straight into Crawley's hands. Long ball, easily picked up. Ferguson's had a very comfortable second half so far. Maastricht 2 to contend with. He's going to go back here to his right back. Medland, will he deliver the cross in? He does. It's cleared away, but only as far as Montgomery couldn't bring it under control. There's a couple of balls on the pitch now. It's Bedlam. Lopez looking to get on the end of this. He's got a little bit of support with Max Moore going central. Lopez gets the best of his mark, crosses it back, and it's blocked by Medlam. A corner kick to Suburban. Going to be making a change here, Suburban. Camden Crooks coming in for Maddock Lopez. It's a good substitute as he's on a yellow card and they need to be thinking about keeping all their players on the pitch. But what a time this could be to open up the scoring. Could it be Camden Crooks, who's just stepped onto the pitch? He's in front of the goalkeeper now. What an important substitute this could be. Just a little bit of a change of emphasis up front. Here comes that cross towards that near post, cleared away well. That's going to stay in. No, just gone out of play for a throw-in. Referee seen something in the box there on that corner again. It's not the first time that there's been a foul conceded. As the geese fly overhead, things warming up here on both pitches here on both semi-finals. 0-0 here between Suburban FC and North Vancouver FC. Cherry Beach still 3-2 up against Saskatoon in a tight game on the other side. Marsh finds his captain, finds his left back. Lord just trying to split the two defenders. That's a really good ball. Nice ball inside there, nice step. Alt's trying to create some composure on the edge of the box. Chen cuts in nicely. Goes back to Swain. Lord. Oh, just a flick inside from Marsh. Montgomery not got too many targets to hit. So let's chip little ball into Bergenstrom. Long ball looking for White, who been a bit of a passenger in the last 10 minutes or so. That's a big giveaway there. What a chance this is for Suburban. They've got numbers up in attack, but look at that for a captain's interception from Jacob Robson. He gets the attack underway as well. Maschurch one-on-one here against Jesse Lord, trying to create a shot on the left foot towards the back post, and always rising. Never really going to cause a problem to Crawley. "15 minutes left on the clock here. 0-0. This U-17 National Boys Championship semi-final. Looking for that golden ticket for tomorrow's final. Both of these teams are worthy participants. Crooks just conceding a throw there against Bergenstrom. Montgomery with some fancy footwork. Keeps the ball brilliantly. He's got White ahead, also Bergenstrom, but Chen's going to try and get there and defend. He does well. Throw in for North Van. Off the defender, and it's going to be Suburban throwing on that far hand side. It will be a penalty shootout if the score remains as it is. Drama that could be. Montgomery up the far side, gets the cross in towards the back post, headed back in. White keeps it alive. Bergenstrom on the ball, back to the defender for the cross, and it comes. It's not a bad ball, but headed away easily. And then clearance completed by Alt, I think. That's a good first touch. Defensive play. So good again. The defensive structure of both teams really keeping this game at 0-0. And again, Suburban making a change. Noah Nichols coming in. North Van looking to get their goal. Montgomery. Oh, splits brilliantly. Tries to make the shot. He does so. And Crawley with a good save. Pressure mounting. North Van doing everything they possibly can to get it past Crawley's goal. Long ball. Medlin heads away. It's going to be picked up. Not controlled, just put out of play just there by Maschurch. And then comes that substitute. And it's the captain, Kyla Swan, coming out. Noah Nichols coming in. Difficult game for Swan to get involved in. Not mentioned that captain a whole lot this game, but it's been a difficult one to participate in, and the armband goes to Zayed Dahab. Crooks does really well to bring that under control. Finds a great pass into middle to Marsh as well. Alt trying to slip it through. I think that had a little bit too much on it, but it's intercepted nicely. Montgomery spins. Looks to switch the play. Jesse Lord does well, looking up the far hand side to try and find Max Moore. Just over 10 minutes left in the game here. 0-0 Suburban, North Vancouver. What a semi-final this has been. Defensive display of the utmost quality. Cleared off the combination of shin and knee by Russell Ferguson. Anywhere will do if they want to keep that ball away. Lord throws it into Moore, who's got a lot of time to find his right back, who finds Chen. Marsh moving, Alt moving. Cross comes in towards the back post, and Shafiri just backpedaling there. Looked on the angle, it could have been closer towards that post than I thought, but the goalkeeper deals with it effectively. A throw into Suburban as they look to try and get that goal. Marsh just shorts his midfielder there, and Montgomery, who's, I think for me, been the standout player on the pitch. Him and his captain, Robson. Ball long, looking. It's a great through ball looking for Crooks. The keeper comes. Doesn't get there, the attacker got there first, he's going to keep this in. Captain Crooks does really well, and across came Browning, but Crooks avoiding any type of contact with the goalkeeper. Would have been in real trouble because he was second to that. Corner kick for Suburban. Focus, concentration has to be switched on to 11 in these vital, pivotal moments. What a journey for some of these players to get to this semi-final. Towards the back post, headed down towards the goalkeeper, who has to parry over the net. Safari not taking any chances there. Michael Alt switching to the other side to take the corner kick. Still 3-2, Cherry Beach against Saskatoon. A 5-goal thriller next door to us here in this 0-0 stalemate. But there's been excitement, that's for sure. We've had everything but a goal. Flicked away, it's going to fall onto the edge of the box here for Marsh, who's just trying to flick it back into the box, but deflected, and all the sting taken off it for the goalkeeper. And he's not going to go short, it's going to go long immediately. Marsh nudged in the back, but we play on. Back to the newly appointed captain, Dahab. He goes to Lornas, and he goes long. Cleared away by Browning. Good battle in the middle that Sugamata does well to win. Mastruch finds Montgomery. It's exactly where they want him. He's going to be able to maybe get this cross towards White here. It's a shoulder to shoulder and cleared out for the corner. Neither referee on this near side is in the best position to see that that ball did not go completely out. Montgomery's still trying to make a move. Max Moore smashes it long, looking for Crooks. Good defending and cover there. End to end at the moment. Nice switch of play. Honest with a heavy touch, but it gives it to Chen to get his team forward. He's got 5 up in attack here. It's a slip ball up the line looking for Owen McGillivray, but it's never going to make it. It's going to be a goal kick. Minutes remaining. Who is going to be in that bronze match and who is going to be in the final? Still not clear. And if it's going to be a stalemate here, there will be penalty kicks to decide that fate. Robson with a wonderful switch of play. What a assist this could be. It's really good backpedaling and sprinting from Spencer Medland. Sorry, Jesse Lord there with the defending. Got my number 3s confused. Jacob Robson, the player to switch the play effortlessly, it seemed. Michael Martin Maschurch with this corner kick, the in-swinger with the left foot towards that back post, cleared away by Chen. Medland, he's got the corner kick available, and it's just, I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass. A little bit of confusion with what wanted to be played there. It's going to go through all the way to the goalkeeper. The coaching staff wanted that played up quickly by the goalkeeper, but players on the pitch wanted to build. Montgomery losing out there and conceding the throw, or maybe the free kick. Nope, going to be a throw taken by Chen. Here comes the rain in the final moments of this game. Montgomery finds White. Just hacked by Robson. Not really up to his quality standards, that one, but that's going to find the far post. How's the first touch? Skipping off the surface. Martin Maschurch unable to get on the end of that. Jesse Law with the throw. Just under 5 minutes left to go. Montgomery. Is he going to be able to find the strike? He does, and it's deflected, blocked well by the Suburban defensive line. Crawley on the ball now. Throw into Suburban. Crooks throwing towards Moore against the right side. He keeps it in as well, but the defender Ferguson does well to clear. White brings that down nicely, but it's intercepted well by Nichols. Marsh can't get there. Browning can. Chen. You probably hear it's all happening around us at the moment. End to end in both matches. Quality drama is not disappointing in this U-17 National Championships. Crooks. Can't find anyone with the flick, but that's a little bit of a giveaway. McGillivray all the way from right back into left wing position. Little step over, trying to make the back heel, still on the ball. Finds Marsh, he tries to get around Robson. It's a really good tackle. Bergenstrom up the far hand side. Finds White, back to Bergenstrom. He strikes it, it's deflected and cleared well by Dahab. Corner kick to North Van. You might have heard some celebrations, but Saskatoon have got their equaliser. It's 3-3. Both teams tied up right now. What a couple of semi-finals. Sugamata with this corner kick. In towards the near post, cross the line, and Ryder Crawley with a little bit of a slip, but fortunately for him, no player in white was closing that down to get themselves a tap in. It's just going to be who wants it most at the moment. A bit of a street fight. It's North Van playing the majority of the football. Browning. Bergenstrom using his strength against Chen onto the right foot. Both strikers, White on the ball, trying to find just a yard to get a shot off. Browning against Crooks here. Ball's going to go out of play. Up the line and headed away. Montgomery trying to get it under control too. Bogenstrom falls to White here. He pokes it. There's a shot on here. It's a nice cut into the middle. Robson, strong tackle, tries to get it back. Maschurch, can he get the strike on goal? He can. It's blocked brilliantly. Again, Zahadahab with another vital block. He's taking that armband and taking the responsibility. And it's North Van with the latest corner kick. It's going to be a substitute. Maddox Lopez coming back into the game. One eye perhaps on penalty kicks. Penalty takers have to be on the pitch if they're to be used when the whistle goes for the end of the game. So Suburban have got one eye on penalties. North Van have got an eye on getting a goal. It's going to travel all the way over everybody, and not even White's able to get onto it. They are in stoppage time at the moment. Seconds away from penalty kicks in both semi-finals. Unless that changes here with a drive from Montgomery and hacked away. All eyes on the referee as he has another look at his watch. White, that's going to be spinning towards the goalkeeper. Crawley tries to send it along, but it's only going to go as far as Ferguson, but it's kept alive, and Lopez, who's been brought back in. And there goes the referee's whistle to end the 80 minutes, and we will be going to penalty kicks. There's a few seconds left in the match behind me. They started maybe a minute or two later than we did here, but credit to both of these teams, Suburban and North Van. They've played their part. They've given us a semi-final. They've not given us many goals to commentate on, but the defensive play from both of these teams has been quite remarkable. 6 goals in the game behind me, none here, and it really is a attack versus defensive display. But what I can guarantee is the ball is going to hit the net once or twice in the shootout. Referee just bringing the captains in to take care of the formalities of who goes first and which side it will be at. Okay, well, here we go. The penalty shootout's about to begin. It's going to be Suburban to go first. It's going to be Ben Marsh to get things underway up against Shafiri. As we start this shootout, the other semi-final is seconds away from joining us in that finale. A little stutter step and a good quality finish to start things off. Ben Marsh doing really well to get their team off to a positive start in the shootout, and it's going to be Jaden Browning for North Van to do his best to match Marsh's penalty. He's going to be left-footed. Oh, it's a really, really good save. Looks like he sent the keeper the wrong way to start with, but what wonderful feet and wonderful hands from the goalkeeper. Perfect start for Suburban. Grady Lawrence has got the chance to give his team an insurance goal. Here it comes to make it 2-0, and it's a good penalty. 2-0 right now after Suburban's second penalty. And it's going to be Russell Ferguson to get his team off the mark in this shootout. This is a must-score penalty. Browning against Crawley, and it's a smashed penalty. 2-1 in favour of Suburban after 2 strikes, and it's going to be Maddock Lopez for Suburban to keep the perfect run of scoring going for his team. Quiet all around, really. All eyes on Suburban. The Suburban 17 didn't have a whole lot to sniff on in the game, but this is a great chance to hit the back of the net, and he does. 3 in a row for Suburban. Lopez goes to his goalkeeper Crawley to pump him up for this next North Van penalty that's going to be taken by Martin Maschurch. Maschurch with the run up to the edge of the penalty box here. He's going to shimmy it onto his left foot. Oh, it's just found the back of the net. Crawley looked like he had 2 hands on that. Maybe slipped out, but it is 3-2 for Suburban. There's Owen Gilleray steps up. Very impressive player. Had a great match. This would top it off, and he finds the back of the net via the goalkeeper. So this is when they become really important. Spencer Medlin can't miss. If he does, his team are going to the bronze. But if Crawley in goal against Medland steps up and strikes hard and low. That is a penalty of real mental strength. And up steps Max Moore, second half substitute, would make this a 100% success rate shootout for his team. But way more importantly than that, this will send Suburban to the final tomorrow. He strikes and it's saved. It's a poor penalty and North Van are still alive. They have to score this penalty to equalise. But it's Jacob Robson who's been one of the best players on the pitch in this semi-final, who you would expect to find the back of the net, but Crawley's been close on a couple of occasions. If there's a goal here, we go into sudden death. And it's a nice finish, just straight down the middle. If it wasn't wet and cold enough up here, we are going into sudden death penalties. Zayed Dahab to take the first of those. Up until that last Suburban penalty, they had a perfect record, 4 from 4, and they just missed that fifth. Can Dahab get them back on schedule? Taking his time to size this up. Goes into that far corner. Here he got a good hand on it, but it's taken into the top corner. And again, North Van have to equalise to keep themselves in the game. It's Dexter Waite. Probably did more running than anybody in that regulation 80 minutes. Has to score to keep it alive. And he does. Good penalty. Only one miss per team at the moment. It was North Van missed that first round of penalties, and Suburban missed that all important final one. Michael Alt steps up to keep the shootout going. Javeri's been close to a few of these. Oh, and he's shown some real class there. Put it high into the net. Keeper absolutely no chance. Like, even if he guessed the right way, he wasn't going to get anywhere near that. Quinn Tavit Borgenstrom, second half substitute, steps up to keep the game alive for North Van. It's very simple right now. Miss, they're out. Score it, we carry on. And he strikes it into the corner nicely. Tensions just get higher and higher here at MacArthur Island. And we're getting into the defenders now. It's Jesse Lord, Suburban left back. Good game as well in this semi-final. Jesse Lord. Little step and curled into the corner. Up for North Van now is Finn Montgomery. Another standout player in this semi-final. Finn Montgomery to keep this shootout going, and it's saved, and the game is done. Suburban FC proceed to the final tomorrow morning, and North Van, who had an amazing second half, did everything they could to try and score, and it's Finn Montgomery who's unfortunately misses the crucial penalty. It will send them into the bronze match tomorrow. They should have their heads held up high. They put in a fine performance against a quality team from the east, but it's going to be Suburban FC that go into tomorrow's final. We will be there, and we'll be with more action today as the women's semi-finals will match up after these semi-finals conclude. My name's Simon Brazier, and I will see you there next time. Thanks very much. Good day everybody, and welcome to the U-17 Women's Canadian National Championships here in Kamloops, British Columbia. My name is Simon Brazier, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to today's semi-final clash between Prince Edward Island FC and Winnipeg AK. Prince Edward Island fought hard in Group D, finishing second with a 2-1 loss to St Albert and a gritty 1-0 win over Glen Shields. In their quarter-final, they drew 2-2 with Paradise SC, but clinched a spot to the semis through penalties. Meanwhile, Winnipeg dominated Group B, going undefeated with a 2-0 shutout over Lakehill FC from the island and a 3-1 victory against Fredericton. They advanced with a 3-2 thrilling win over CS Rosalind, and the winner will face Inter Halifax or Glen Shields in tomorrow's final here at MacArthur Island. Both semi-finals being played side by side here on MacArthur Island, pitch 1 and pitch 2, as the captains for both teams. For Prince Edward Island, captain is Alison Scott, and there's a couple of captains for Winnipeg. I know for sure one of them is Leah Fernandez with the armband on the left-hand side there. Officials today will be the referee. In the middle is going to be Evan Giesler. First assistant Gareth Commett, and Ben Anthony will be your second assistant. Fourth official would be David Schmidt-Schwader, and Tobias De Vries is the referee assessor on the sidelines. So I'm going to take you through the starting lineup, starting with Prince Edward Island, who are going to be in all red, playing a 4-3-3. In goal for them is going to be Lauren McCannon, Kendall Ford, Aaliyah Craswell, and Alison Scott, Addie Zuva as the back line. Three in midfield is going to be Hayley Freehan, Maria Curley, Sadie Hansen, and up front for them is going to be Elin Riedson, Lauren Simmons, and Emma Brine. For Winnipeg AK, they're going to be in all white with a gold trim. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. In goal for them is Kelsey DeVille, Kalissa Eng, Charlie Petruskovic, Isabel West, and Addie Francis is the back line. The two holding midfielders is Avari Holmond, Katie Martin. Attacking midfield will be Kayla Blezovic. On the left-hand side in attack will be Sienna Alves. On the right-hand side, Emma Khan, and spearheading the attack, captain Leah Fernandez. We are seconds away from kickoff here. A little bit windy. The sun has come out. Just before this game was the men's semi-finals. we are set. It's going to be PEI to get things underway, going from left to right in that all red strip, and Winnipeg AK from right to left in all white. A big heavy hit early on from Winnipeg gives PEI a chance to throw that ball into the box as quickly as they can. The Winnipeg numbers are in black, pretty tricky to see even from up here, so I'll do my very best with them. In comes that cross straight into the box. A bit of chaos to begin things off with. Winnipeg attempting to clear, and they do so. A little counter attack is on to an attack and a incredibly direct run. Kayla Blezovic, she pops it back, looking Alves trying to get out wide. That's a nice little ball. Emma Khan goes back to Francis. The game before that I had the pleasure of commentating on was that first semi-final in the men's side of the competition. It was 0-0 and all the way to penalties, so I'll be hoping to commentate on some goals in this one. We will see. Corner kick to Winnipeg, well won by Blezovic, and she's going to be the player to take responsibility from the set piece. Every player back for PEI in defence. Cross bobbles in, skips past one player. Francis keeps it alive. I think the flag's going to go up here. It's Leah Fernandez trying to get on the end of that, but the offside flag went up swiftly. The game gets back underway by the goalkeeper. PEI trying to create an attack of their own, but it's cleared, and PEI able to recycle things a little bit here. Captain Scott goes back and it's cleared exceptionally well to Freehan. Simmons gets it wide. Zuva, that's a nice ball. Cross comes in, no one at the back post. It was Elin Reardon who crossed that ball in, but nobody on that opposite side to offer a threat. The ball goes out for a throw-in on that far hand side to the team in red, Prince Edward Island. Forward with the throw. Well, we've not seen the sun this morning thus far, but it's come out for us here at kickoff, which to the delight of everyone here at MacArthur Island. Fernandez tries to get it towards Blezovic. I think we're going to see a combination of those two more often than not in this game. That's a decent looking ball up the line there, looking for Lauren Simmons. Lauren Simmons is on the right hand side of this attack. Elin Reardon up the middle and Emma Bryan on the other side, but those players like to switch things up, give the defence they're up against plenty to think about. McCacken, excuse me, clearing, but Blezovic looking to not allow the team in red to get anywhere up the pitch. That's a nice little turn inside and a nice play in the middle. Simmons heads to Reardon. That's nicely played out to Zuva up the line. A little bit too much on that. Isabella West was there to cover against the team in red. Okay. throw into PEI on that far side. Kendall Ford to take. Hansen dropping in. Picked up in the middle by Winnipeg and immediately looking for Fernandez.
I see that. I see what happened. It's on the old stream. I'll get that sorted.
Up the line, throwed. Picked off Khan on the ball. Looking to get it through. The keeper's going to come out there and take it out. Bit of a coming together between, I think, Blezovic and Craswell. Zuva skipping past nicely. Two available. Defended well. Another bite of the cherry. Zuva can't pick up a player. Blezovic hustles and forces it all the way back to Scott, who goes to Craswell. That's given up in the middle. Put forward looking for Fernandez, but headed away nicely. Not a whole lot of midfield play at the moment. This team's look to settle into it.
It should be good any moment.
PEI come into this. Oh, Fernandez does so well. What a chance this could be. Takes the strike. Just over the net. Leo Fernandez with the armband and nearly with the first shot on goal there. And the front three of Alves, Fernandez and Khan is looking to close down defensive plays just like this, but PEI do well to try and get it up the line, but it's forced out of play. Zuva clearing. Eng with the throw in, looking for Fernandez. She gets the head on it.
Someone in Vancouver is working on it.
Fernandez hustling to keep the attack alive. Khan on also trying to do the same. Not the most composed clearance there. And again, it's Kalissa Eng who's going to have the throw in. A flick by Fernandez, that doesn't pay off that time. Kept alive by Holmond. Cleared not too convincingly at the back there was by West, but it's really kind of end to end at the moment. If that's not kept in, that's going to be a corner kick. And that's what today's referee, Evan Giesler, gives. Kayla Blezovic with the corner. A frantic opening few minutes or so as the teams look to kind of settle into the game and maybe get on the front foot as early as they possibly can. Blezovic with that corner. It's a decent ball towards that near post. It's flicked onwards, but plenty of red bodies to deal with it. The cross comes looping in again. Fernandez with a decent jump, but that flicks goes straight towards Lauren McCacken in goal, and she rolls it out straight to Craswell. Ford. Nice ball into Hansen. She strides forward. And just a missed touch gives Katie Martin the opportunity to get in there. Reardon holds up and brings it back, and that's a nice ball into Simmons. A little bit of space perhaps, but the defender comes across well and tries to pick a pass out as well, but unable to connect, and it smashes off Martin. Really is a really kind of messy opening 9 minutes that's just flown by. Little reminder, if it is a draw at the end of the 80 minutes, it will be a penalty shootout. Both semi-finals in the men's side of this competition went to that. That could work out here, and so close to getting on into that was Brine. Smashed away. Referee takes a player out. Fernandez in a deep roll, picking the ball up and trying to get the ball out wide. Smashed away by Zuva. Fernandez still in a deeper roll. He's just going end to end with clearances at the moment. Seems to get the ball under control and try and play. That's a nice little turn by Reardon. Simmons beaten to it by Eng. Throw in to PEI. Eddie's over throwing long, and ball staying in play remarkably. A couple of players going to ground. Both up on their feet now. I think it was West came off the worst of the players, but she's up on her feet. It's going to be another throw in for PEI. Zuva flicked. Cleared by Eng again. Another throw in. Defence doing well to deal with that, and Fernandez comes all the way back to join the defence. Fernandez looking up the line towards Sienna Alves. Sienna Alves looking to get some assistance, I think, by the medical team in the shape of tape. Not sure what that's for. Tried to do that on that counter attack. Eng up the line. Fernandez flicks. Cleared by the captain. Blezovic goes to right back. Francis is having to backpedal under the pressure of Emma Brine. Kicked out by Francis for a PEI throw. Francis up the line. PEI collect the ball midfield. It goes all the way back to Alison Scott. She looks forward and clips it up the line, looking for Simmons, but that's intercepted well. And the pass forward by Eng. A little bit frantic, just a little bit unsteady at the moment, to settle things down a little bit. Get a few short passes in, build the confidence. It's a semi-final, it's national championships, it's important. But it's also important to take a breath and compose and do the fundamentals well. Kalissa Eng up the line. Cleared away well by Zuva. Headed back by Martin. Fernandez against Scott. That's going to be an interesting duel. The two captains, the centre back, Prince Edward Island captain in red, number 16, against the Winnipeg number 19 captain. Free kick for Winnipeg. It's going to be Blezovic to take. She's on corners and free kicks, so she's the set piece specialist. 5 lined up at the back post for Winnipeg, up against a wall of red. Just going to try and drop this in over that penalty spot. As Blezovic lines up and towards the goalkeeper. The keeper's got to keep an eye on the bounce, and does. Decent ball in. It was Petroskovic that was nearly on the end of that just before the ball bounced, and McCacken had to be sharp with the positioning in the hands. It was confident goalkeeping. Hansen goes all the way back to Scott, pumps it out wide nicely. Zuva up the line, finds Simmons. Nicely done by Hansen. Might fall for Reardon. She can keep this in, and it's going to be a white throw. Good defending from Eng. A lot of this play being focused on this near side. Scooped back for the clearance on the left foot. It's a really good clearance as well towards Fernandez, and what a header that is by Scott. Headed back with authority. Alves taking it down the line really well. It's going to find Fernandez. What a nice touch that is against Scott, but Scott's going to get back there to defend and concedes the corner kick. Lovely bit of play by Sienna Alves up the line and finding a beautiful ball to Leah Fernandez, who looked to spin in behind Scott, but Scott was equal to the quality of the Winnipeg captain. Blezovic on the corner kick again. Everyone back for PEI. They know how important set pieces are, and that's a really good ball in, and wonderful hands from the goalkeeper. McCacken doing really well there to claw and catch. PEI trying to build themselves out now. Hansen. Zuva again looking up the line, this time towards Reardon. Pressure coming, not picked up though. Ford finds a nice ball inside to Hansen. Hansen is going to just pop this back to her captain Scott. That's a nice ball. And a nice little touch. Zuva gives it back to Reardon, who has got a lot to do from that position. Sliding in comes Eng. Slides, keeps it in and wins the throw. What a phenomenal defensive play that was. Eng throws out to Alves. She's not got a lot of support. Fortunate that that goes all the way back to her defender. Hansen tries to get it under control. Fernandez pops it over on the head past Scott, but double teaming was Hansen and Scott to take the ball off the feet of Fernandez. Out of play from Adi Zuva. Up against Sienna Alves. That's going to be a good battle to watch, as is Scott and Fernandez. Interesting battles all over the pitch. Fernandez tries to turn, does well here. He's going to strike this from distance. It's a good effort on goal and just clips the top of the crossbar. That is what Leah Fernandez is all about. Creating the opportunity in the tight space and then finding 5 yards to run into, and everybody here knew that that shot was coming, and if it wasn't a inch or so lower, that would have been the opening goal here in that semi-final. The referee just making sure the goalposts are in the requisite spot. Looks like we're all set. Thumbs up from the AR. Back underway. Easily the most dangerous play of the game. Scott pops into the middle. Play that nice little triangle out to Zuva. He finds it up the line. Bit of a heavy touch, but it doesn't do any harm for Brine. Simmons up the line, but that's going to be covered with ease really by Charlie Petruskovic. Another throw in for PEI. They've had a lot of those. They've yet to really trouble Kelsey DeVille's goal. Comes that throw all the way back to midfield. Little slip's going to give Fernandez a chance to give her team a breakaway. It's popped out wide to Blezovic, who fouls Scott, because Scott's anticipation was impressive. Just a mild little slip in the middle there, and just like that, Winnipeg were looking to counter. A little bit of a slip from the goalkeeper. Zuva throws up the line, and the West just clears the danger. No nonsense defending at the moment from Winnipeg, as they are on the back foot more often than not at the moment, but they've got that outlet of Fernandez, and so far Alison Scott and Alea Cresswell doing their very best to keep her at bay. She has hit the crossbar. Cleared away. Fernandez trying to keep it alive. She's unable to do so. Scott on her tail. Eddie Zuva again with a throw in on this near side. 0-0 here in this Women's U-17 National Championship semi-final. A spot in that gold match tomorrow is up for grabs. And there's been a goal in the other game on the other side. It's been 2. It's Glen Shields 2. Halifax 0. So that team in the driving seat at the moment. But we've seen lots of comebacks, lots of drama in this competition so far. Can't write anything off. Kendall goes back to Cresswell. She goes long, looking for Maria Curley. Fernandez nearly sniffing an opportunity there on that back pass through the midfield. This is going to be picked up by Winnipeg, but defended well by Kendall Ford. Throwed up the line and cleared again by Ford. Another throw in for Winnipeg as they advance up the far side, trying to get the ball into the feet of Fernandez. And Blezovic is always waiting in that number 10 role as well. And then Sienna Alves and Emma Khan always look to join the attack from those wide areas. Blezovic looking for Alvarez, just bumbled to the ground. I don't think the referee's ever going to give a foul in that instance. Adi Francis throws it to Fernandez. Blezovic in strongly against Cresswell. Khan just keeps that in. Hansen clears to Francis, who pops that out. Throw in for PEI. A little bit of a scramble in the middle and poke through by Winnipeg. Well, that's a nice little ball into Simmons. She turns and tries to get the ball wide. Not the most convincing clearance to space that wide. That's a really good defensive recovery. As Eng can go forward. Good defensive midfield play by Hansen to see the danger and thwart that tackle. Challenge fair, taken off by the team in red. Eng with the throw for Winnipeg. That's cleared by red, but there was a little deflection there. Yeah, AR got it right in the end. That's a lovely little touch in the middle, and Blezovic with a beautiful toe. Little slip by Scott gives Fernandez the inch that she wants and needs. Cuts inside, driving forward. Scott drives back, but it's still there. Fernandez with a strike straight at the defender, and the referee points to the spot. Handball the decision, penalty kick for Winnipeg. It's Fernandez that made it happen, and will be blown away if it's not her to take the spot kick. It will be Fernandez to open up the scoring in this semi-final. It's 3-0 to Glenn Shields on the other side against Inter Halifax. What an opportunity this would be for the captain to set the tone in this semi-final. Leah Fernandez takes a breath, steps up, goes for the top corner, and it's picked out of there. What a save that is by McCacken. Keeps it 0-0. What a save that is. Corner kick to Winnipeg. Guessed right. Also making the save, keeping it away, plucking it away from that corner and out of danger. Blezovic with the corner kick. After that penalty save keeps us at 0-0. And it comes back to Blezovic, the corner taker. Tries to hook it back in. It's cleared by Craswell. Another corner kick for Winnipeg as they look to push. Again, PEI, they've got everyone back defending this. They know the importance of protecting a set pieces. That comes, the ball would have went out of play before it came back in. It's going to be a goal kick there, not the best corner kick, but the wind certainly is blowing. Have to anticipate it. Just a ball length out. Really gives PEI the breath that they needed after that whole penalty situation. Alves is going to pick this one up. Trying to find Fernandez. Challenges with Scott. Not sure who gave the penalty away in the end. Maybe it was Scott Crusser with the handball. Fernandez has a strike from distance. Really looking to continue this wave of attack. Alves up against two defenders. Pops in between two of them. Really strong tackle from the midfielder. Came back. Counter attack for PEI in the shape of Reardson, but it's going to be McCacken to clear straight to the midfielder again. This is really all over the place at the moment. Cleared by Ford, under pressure from Emma Khan. I thought we were going to have the first goal of the semi-finals here, but yet to have one on this Mac Island pitch too. 0-0 in the men's semi-final here as well, and yet to get another. Kakin clears. Hansen knocks it back to Ford, but unable to keep it under control. It's a little bit messy at the moment. Not a whole lot of passing, possessing through the lines. The team still trying to find their kind of shape, rhythm and balance. Trying to get the cross in. Throw in for Winnipeg. Cross comes in, cleared easily by Scott. It's going to come straight back though, I think. A little bit of a counter attack on here. Fortunate. Simmons gets it out to the right. Strike from distance from Brine. Puts her hands in her head, but you've got to try those efforts from distance, especially when the defender's coming down. Eng Smashes it against Brian, who's acts as a defensive wall, defending from the front. Alves looking to flick this, able to get a touch and cleared away. Straight to a player in red. Cleared by Petroskovic. And there'll be another throw in for PEI. Adi Zuva with the throw. Straight to a Winnipeg defender. That was Katie Martin defending well. West ushering it out and clearing off the flag for a corner. Alison Scott just strides forward to take that set piece. It's played short, Scott picks it up. It's a really good ball into the box, headed away. What a cross that was. They're going to get another chance here. Simmons pops it to the back post. Still alive for PEI. Thrown into the box. Reardon trying to keep it in, but ushered out by West. Nice set piece play there. Alison Scott coming all the way up. I thought she was going to take it, but she picked up the short corner. PEI with the press. Maria Curley doing well to not allow Winnipeg to advance, get their key players involved higher up the pitch. Ford smashed away. Alves can't quite bring that under control, and it's going to fall here to Adi Zuva. That's a lovely little ball. Nice touch as well. Lauren Simmons past one defender. She's got three in the box to pick out. Oh, she went to the back post again. Nobody there. Just a little bit of head. It's taking a time to just lift your head up and maybe seeing where those attackers were. She had the space to look up and get the cross in. Great ball out wide. Zuva's going to get the next ball perhaps. No, it gets thrown into the box. Headed away well. Still alive. Volley. Bit of a scramble. It's not cleared yet. Strong tackle by Eng. Attack still alive. And I think that was Hayley Freehan trying to get it to her attacker. Some good defending there, especially by Charlie Petroskovic. Eng clears up the line, but straight to Zuva. Driving run by Ford and Blezovic, who has not really been involved in the play in the last 10 minutes or so, certainly involved in the opening stages. Scott, a lot of space on this near side. That's where it goes. Really perfect pass into the space for Ford. Good challenge, and it's Eng who wins the throw-in. A little bit sharper passing there from Zuva perhaps. She's had a good half so far though. That's flipped forward by Freehan. Brine trying to get that cross in, but across came Petroskovic again. In comes that throw. Flicked off the back and cleared again. It's going to be another throw in. Zuva. makes its way into the box, but it's clear, but only to Simmons, who tries to play it up the line. Cross came in, no deflection, goal kick. Kelsey Deville in goal for Winnipeg. Not had a great deal to do, a few crosses coming across her line, but other than that, no shots of real quality to discuss just yet. Martin does well, gets it out wide to Khan in a deeper role now. Francis bangs it forward looking for Fernandez, but the wind just carries it out wide for a throw-in. Kendall Ford launches it up the line. Craswell back to her goalkeeper. Oh, it's a brilliant strike to clearance to get her team upwards. It was a flicked header by Avari Holman that gives PEI a throw in further up the pitch. Space on this near side for Zuva. Tries to cut inside, that's good defending by Alves. Lovely little move inside, nice shot by Simmons, but the pressure came out of sight. I think we're gonna, maybe a little advantage was on there, but it was a good win by Holman to win the free kick. Got herself in a great position to win the ball back and try and stride forward. Long ball by Petroskovic, finds Fernandez, and now Blazevic back to Fernandez, out wide here to Eng. She looks up to try and find a ball through. That is blocked, but it's headed back and headed up and headed clear. That's a lovely ball through. The flag stays down here. Sienna Alves, chance on the left foot, drives it towards the near post, and it's a good save by McCacken. There's that beautiful little defensive play, beating the press, and just not the unfortunate by Zuva not to get the touch quite right there, but they play that ball out so well. McCacken with the short one to Scott into the midfield. Usually free and on the ball now. She pokes it back to her captain. Keeper comes out giving an option. Clearance doesn't fall into a dangerous spot. Maybe a counter attack on here, but nice step forward by the defender. Martin spins, looking for Alves. Scott's going to have to deal with it. She gets back to a goalkeeper again. That's a much better clearance. Petroskovic wins the header again and hammered out of danger by Addie Francis. 90 seconds left, I think. Not a whole lot left to go in this half. 0-0 in this U-17 women's semi-final matchup between Prince Edward Island and Winnipeg. A place in the final tomorrow up for grabs. The loser of this game and the loser of the other semi-final will play a bronze match, but I'm sure they're all thinking about the gold. Great opportunity here for PEI as the closing minutes of the first half almost coming to a close. Ball up the line looking for Fernandez. Carl nearly picking out, had a little switch up with Sienna Alves. She's gone out to that far hand side. Calissa Eng just taking a second to realign her boots. Throw for Fernandez, a little bit too high. Gone off the shoulder, trying to find Blazevic. Craswell does well, but it's a good step forward by Holman, but just given up. And there goes the half-time whistle from Evan Giesler. We are tied up at 0-0 here in this first semi-final matchup in this U-17 National Championship match between Prince Edward Island and Winnipeg AK. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so as the players get in there towards half-time, and we will see who will be playing in tomorrow's final. Good afternoon all and welcome back to this U-17 National Championship semi-final game between Prince Edward Island and Winnipeg. If you're just joining us, it's 0-0 right now. Prince Edward Island are in all red, going from right to left in the second half. Winnipeg in all white, going from left to right. A few changes to bring you, a few substitutes coming in for Winnipeg. Holly Kerr is in, Kayla Wozni and Samantha Schneider. And for PEI, Brianna Holden and Ruby Dorsey have come in. I'm not sure who's come out, wasn't given that information, but we will work with what we've got. The sun is coming out. We've got 3 goals in the other semi-final. Yet to see a goal here today, but we've had a crossbar. We've had a penalty save. We've had clattering challenges like that one just there. That's Fernandez and Curley coming together. So we've got 40 minutes to see which one of these teams will be facing either Glen Shields or into Halifax. Into 4-0 to Glen Shields in that first half there. What a comeback that could be. Ball hits the referee there, the game is stopped and whomever was in possession will get it. It's going to be Prince Edward Island to drop and play, and it's going to be Scott with the ball at her feet. She goes back to Craswell, back to the captain. Clipped in, there was a touch and then a hand. Good spot by the referee. I think there's a Vari Holman's giving up that free kick. It's a great chance here for PI to float this into a dangerous spot and give Kelsey DeVille something to think about. To play a wall at the moment. There's a massive 10 yards. Scott with the free kick, clipped in towards the back post, just bounces ahead of, I think that might have been Craswell nearly on the end of that. Centre back to centre back from the set piece. Nicely played out the back, but it's picked up by Ford. Blezovic, she wins that. Fernandez picks it up, back to Blezovic, but shorted, giving Scott the opportunity to get in there. Good pressure by Wozni. Throw in for the team in white. Fernandez with a lovely little move, driving at the heart of the defence, but that pass isn't going to make it to Holly Kerr, coming in for this second half. PEI build it up from the back through the midfield, but it's intercepted. Here they come again, trying to get out the line, but passes need to be a little bit better than that. That's a nice touch, little nudge in the back there. Lovely play from Winnipeg, thrown up, little slip, but Fernandez couldn't bring it under a spell that time. Nice, decent. It's a lovely ball up the line. Dorsey trying to get on the end of it, blocks the clearance well. It's going to be a throw-in for Winnipeg, deep in their own half. It's going to be Samantha Schneider to take it. Kerr, the option up the line. Looking for Kerr, but stepping in well was Kendall Ford. Fernandez beaten to it by Craswell. Intriguing battle between the ever dangerous Leah Fernandez and Alison Scott and Leah Craswell. Zuva with the throw. Smashed away by Charlie Petroskovic. Here comes Fernandez. Across comes the defender. Really well timed challenge. Had to get that right. Petroskovic getting the clearance right the second time. It's Ruby Dorsey who's now at the head of that attack for Prince Edward Island. Number 5 coming towards the ball there now. Scott gets there first and chucks it into the corner. Throw in for Winnipeg. A little bit of change in attack as Holly Kerr moves into that advanced position, and Fernandez just dropping out to this right hand side. The ball towards Fernandez now. She gets the flick, but she's got a lot to do to get to that second. It's just casually put back to the goalkeeper. Kakan with a great clearance, but it's coming straight back. Vezovic has been quiet. Started the game really well on the ball a lot. Knocked back towards Schneider, who knocks it forward, but good anticipatory goalkeeping by McCacken, and she sends Prince Edward Island forward in search for the opening goal of the game. That's a nice ball. Strike is good at net, and the ball had a little wobble on it, whether that was the wind or the strike. It was a decent effort on goal. That was Maria Curley with that left-footed curler. And maybe another short corner that Winnipeg are not alert to. Scott drives this in. It comes all the way through. A bit of a scramble. It's cleared by Winnipeg. Just only to Scott though. Crosses it again. It's at the back post, but really good defending by Eng. She drives long as well. What a pass that is to Kerr. She's got a lot to do, but Fernandez is coming in attack as well. Here comes the cross, and good defending to send it back. A goal kick given by the referee as Via Holman hit the deck. Craswell. Nice composed ball, nicely worked out to Ford. Back to Caswell. This is a really nice build-up. Curley on the ball now. Picked up by Simmons. Foul given against Prince Edward Island. I think that's a Holman on the floor. Bravely in, but taking a whack and winning the free kick. The whole squad being utilised at the moment. Changes for both teams at half time. I'm sure we'll see plenty more substitutes. Lovely flick. Kerr on the ball again. There's been
really bright in the opening stages of this second half. That's Holly Kerr. Samantha Schneider to come in to take this throw. She's got Blezovic available, also Fernandez, who tries to throw it back into the box right away, but no trouble for McCacken's goal. Cresswell back to her goalkeeper. She's got Scott to her right. Goes back to Cresswell. Ford is on her left, but she pops it into the middle into a dangerous spot, and that's just poked clear. Druskovic clears. Fernandez does well to win the ball back, cutting in, getting the cross in. Just missed at that back post. It was Cooley, wasn't he? Good defending from PEI. So a really difficult one to call at the moment. There's been some changes in personnel across the park. Holly Kerr has looked very dangerous in attack for Winnipeg, as is Ruby Dorsey in red for PEI, so it's a tough one to call at the moment. Wouldn't be surprised if it went all the way to PKs, but we've got a long way till we're there. 50 minutes played, 30 minutes left in the half. Lovely play. Winnipeg. Blazovic trying to play the 1-2. It's going to be a corner kick for Winnipeg. Blazovic trying to play that little 1-2 and opening things up a little bit as they continue to push. Sending Holman forward as well as Charlie Petroskovic. Blezovic got to adjudge for the wind. It's a good ball in towards the net. It's good hands, and I think that's going to be a foul on the goalkeeper. It's a good claim by McCacken, and I think everybody here watching knew that that was going to be a free kick for the goalkeeper. Rightly so. Good claim and just taking the nudge. Smash forward towards Holden, but unable to get that down to Brianna Holden out there on that right hand side. Going to see the reintroduction of Elin Reardon, excuse me. Well, that's a great ball up the line, looking for Dorsey. Two defenders around her, a lot to do. She's going to win her team a corner. Absolutely wonderful forward play from Ruby Dorsey. The substitute is going to happen now. Elin Reardon back in. Holden comes for a break. So perhaps a little break for Reardon. Cross comes in towards that back post and strike towards goal, but always looping and leaning over was Eddie Zuva. That's 5-0 to Glen Shields against into Halifax. You think that that one is done and dusted. Glen Shields likely booking their spot in tomorrow's final here at MacArthur Island here in Kamloops, British Fernandez with a lovely flick. Blezovic trying to do the same. Forward with the throw. Flicked well. Looking for the handball against Dorsey, but just the throw in. Up the line to the feet of Fernandez, trying to escape her through 2-3 red players. In comes some support in a white shirt. Blezovic wins it back. Fernandez with a bit of space to run into now. She looks out to the right to find Holly Kerr. She goes towards that near post, I think trying to get the cross in. But the pressure came in and had to rush that cross. Scott plays it inside. Lovely play from Prince Edward Island. If they can get this wide, they've got options. Dorsey just rushing that play. Wozni on that far side couldn't keep it alive. Maybe some tired legs. Both coaches sending out players to warm up. Throw up the line. Blezovic bangs it forward, looking for the fresh legs of Kerr. Blezovic again, just giving the ball away though, under no real pressure. It looked like Prince Edward Island just switched off briefly, but no harm doing. Kacken sends it long. It's a good strike as well. Over and off the head of, I think, the Winnipeg defender. Yeah, it's going to be Prince Edward Island throw-in. Good clearance. (0-0) here in this semi-final matchup. This U-17 Women's National Championships here in Kamloops, British Columbia. Prince Edward Island 0, Winnipeg 0. Looking to see who will be facing up in the final tomorrow. Going to be a goal kick here for Winnipeg. Here for this national championships: Visa, Gatorade, Centennial Storage and Pepsi Cola, and also the Kamloops United Football Club sponsors the Kelsom Group, Pronto Enterprises, Forward Law, LN Group, Capelli Sport, Atco Structures and TP Link. Without your sponsorship and support, this doesn't happen, so we really appreciate everything you do and continue to do for us. And I have to mention the city of Kamloops and their facilities just being the best in class, and Kamloops United being such incredible hosts for this tournament. A lot of work, a lot of personnel, a lot of volunteers goes into putting this all together. Scott into the middle, cleared away. Picked up by Wozni, tries to send it forward towards Kerr. It's to and fro at the moment. Eng is beaten to it. It's just going to run out of play though, that was unlucky. That was Reardon who's come back in for this final part of the second half. Nearly 60 minutes played, playing 40-minute halves here. So not long left in this. Will we see goals? Will we see penalty kicks? As that ball nearly falls at the back post, it's still alive. It's cut back, but only to a player in white. Just like that. Looked like Maria Curley had an opportunity at that back post. Attack is still alive for her PEI team. Referee blows the whistle. I don't think it's going to be a free kick. I think it's going to be a re-throw. No, it's going to be a free kick for PEI. It looked like a stumble between the two players, but the referee was in a better spot than I. It will be a rethrow, to the dismay of Alison Scott. Scott's confused. The whistle did go, so the confusion is understood. Coaches and players still not quite sure what's going on, but it will be a throw-in, and it's going to be Kendall Ford to throw this back into play. Up the line towards Curley, who's done really well on this wing. Started into the middle, but has performed well in this wider position. Fernandez with a good throw, looking for Kerr, but Scott sends it up and out. West tries to clear. A little sandwich between a couple of Winnipeg players, and the ball is going to be in possession for Winnipeg. Clissain throws, but straight to a player in red, and it's hammered away by Eddie Zuva. Eng up the line looking for Kerr. It's going to maybe find her, trying to dispossess Scott, but it's going to be a red throw. Zuva to take 3 options ahead of her. She finds a player in white. It was Holmond. Wonderful drive here by Martin. A lot to do in that corner. Little back heel. Spin on the ball gives the defender just the opportunity she needed to get in to defend, but the pressure continues to mount for Winnipeg here. In comes that throw in looking for Kerr. I think that might have been not quite saved. It's going to be a corner kick for Winnipeg. Ball just off the line. Coach for Winnipeg waving away the imminent substitute coming in. It's going to be Addie Francis to re-enter the game. But after this corner kick, as it comes in towards the goalkeeper, and that's good hands. Another nudge again on the goalkeeper, but it's really, really good handling. Strength as well to jump, claim and keep balance. Change for Prince Edward Island as well. Julia McClear will be coming in, and here come those substitutes now. It's going to confirm who's coming out. It's going to be Kayla Wanzi in for PEI, Julia McClear. Out for Winnipeg is Kayla Wanzi. Coming back in, as I did mention, is Addie Francis. It's Winnipeg right now in the ascendancy, but all of that can change. Fernandez with a nice ball into Blezovic, who can't quite bring it under control. Prince Edward Island can't break away too far. Can Eng get on the end of this? She takes the touch towards the inside, cuts it back pretty well on the end of the box for Blezovic with the strike. One of the best chances of this second half. There's not been too many of them. As Kayla Blezovic lined that up on the left foot. It was a calm and guided effort. Short again from PEI. Scott Long kept in. Not clear particularly convincingly this time it is. Blezovic tries to find Fernandez. It's a really good defensive play. Fernandez with a chance. Scott comes across. Players go down. There's a collision. It looked like it was just outside the box there. I think the ref gets that absolutely spot on. Both players challenging for the ball. Brave play all over the park. McCannon throws it long, it bounces in the middle of the pitch and headed away. Sent straight back by PEI. Is it going to get collected? It is, but for Winnipeg. It's a nice little ball. Francis going long looking for Fernandez, but it's good cover at the back by Craswell. And it's off a white shirt. It's going to be a red throw. 15 minutes left. Headed away by Kerr. Forward up the line. Cleared with authority at the back for Winnipeg. Craswell did well to just keep it out of play. Francis up the line. These Winnipeg players have got the numbers and names on the back of the shirt. Really makes it easy for me. That ball through is just lacking the quality needed to really threaten. Ball out of play. Winnipeg backpedaling. Prince Edward Island with the throw. And that throw comes. It's a foul on the Winnipeg player. It's Holman again. He's thrown her body on the line on more than one occasion. Body on the line in this U-17 Women's National Championship. The honour of being crowned the best team for your age in the country. Curley on the ball, trying to get on the outside of Francis. It looked like a shanked shot and the referee agrees. Maria Curley's not arguing, so that tells you all you need to know. Short again. Both teams love to build it up from the back, showing confidence and competence. Hansen gets it out wide. Challenge on Reardon. Hitting the flag and staying in play. Winnipeg throw. Prince Edward Island coach right now. Janis Barner with his hands in his head. One of the most nervous guys around at the moment. This match absolutely deadlocked. Ball up the line from Martin, doesn't quite find the target, but it's deflected out. Target was Holly Kerr. It's going to be Kerr to maybe take the throw or leave it for Francis. She does that, she drops it down for her right back. Francis into Fernandez, scrapping away, pokes it forward nicely to Blezovic. And it's cleared successfully by Prince Edward Island. That Schneider has gone to ground, wins the foul. another chance for Winnipeg to throw this in the box. Whether it's going to be a piece of real quality or maybe some fortuitous play that opens up the scoring in this match, we will see. Into the box, flicked towards her own goal, towards her own goalkeeper. Threat over for now. Prince Edward Island look to create something in the attacking sense of their own, but that's a really good step by Martin. She's got options left and right. She goes left, the flag's going to go up. Just a little bit delayed with the pass. It was there to be played and just a little bit ahead of the play. Eng with the head. Nicely done. What a beautiful pass that is to Francis from Martin. Martin's running the show at the moment. Francis has a lot of space to really get that ball to Kerr. She's going to take this on, you know. Crosses it in, but it's headed away easily by Scott. Clearance completed by Freehan. Attack still on for Winnipeg. Martin gives the ball away that time and it's cleared away. Just Elin Reardon was the lone attacker for the team in red at the moment. She's looking to close this one down. She's got a lot to do against three big defenders. Martin taking control of things, not quite finding the pass. Keeper doesn't come, it's cleared away just for the throw in, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a throw in for Winnipeg. It's going to be Kendall Ford all the way up for the throw. Oh, it's going to be shanked out by Francis for a corner. Bit of a gift there. A real chance here as we are coming into the 73rd minute. Precious moments now. It could just be one mistake or one piece of excellence that sends you to a gold match or sends you to a bronze tomorrow. The fine lines of high quality competitive soccer. Cross into the back post, the header's there, saved on the line. It was a great ball into the box, and I don't think the contact on the head was exactly what the attacker was looking for. Ended up bouncing harmlessly to the hands of the goalkeeper. And Kerr and Hansen come together well. Martin, oh what a ball that is, just too close to the goalkeeper. Katie Martin looked like she just made that killer pass looking for the danger player Fernandez, but the goalkeeper was sprightly in the right position. Fernandez looking to get onto that right foot, shimmying onto the left, driving forward, still on the left. The flag's going to go up here. Oh, fortunately, just an offside. We're going to have probably a little break here as Maria Curley is just receiving maybe a little bit of treatment. The coach comes on to take care of that. Just a little bit of a nosebleed there. Should be back in the action pretty quickly. Well, it's all happening here at MacArthur Island here in Kamloops, British Columbia, for this U-17 Women's National Championship, the semi-final matchup between Prince Edward Island and Winnipeg. They're going to want Maria Curley to get back into the action as soon as she can, because she has been a very dangerous player for Winnipeg. And it was nearly Leah Fernandez who nearly opened up the door to get a shot on goal there, but maybe one touch too many. Back to the goalkeeper again. We're going to see Ruby Dorsey come back in to replace the injured Curley. But perhaps they're going to have to be thinking about penalty takers, because we are just over 5 minutes away from a shootout here. Cleared away, not that far though. Gonna be a corner kick for Prince Edward Island. They're pushing late, sending the bodies forward. It's gonna be Alison Scott, the captain, the set piece specialist, to make sure that you can give the players in the box the best opportunity to try and crash this ball home. Kelsey DeVille in the Winnipeg goal hasn't had a great deal to do. This is a good ball in. Oh, and it's a free effort on net from Dorsey. Maybe had a bit of more time than she thought. Good win by Ford. Picked up by Simmons, and McClear taken down. Love that she's back up and running straight into the box to get on the end of the cross. No messing around here. Love it. Everyone by one player wall. It's going to be back defending here for Winnipeg. It's Prince Edward Island and their captain Alison Scott look to book their ticket in tomorrow's final. In comes that cross. Plenty of targets. It's a bit too close to the goalkeeper, whose hands were assured the second time of asking. Just mentioned that DeVille hasn't had a whole lot to do, but ended up getting the job done there as Martin centre slow looking for Fernandez. It's going to be a foul on Craswell as Fernandez helps her to her feet. Lovely to see. Even in these late testing moments, the sportsmanship is where we want it to be. Scott to pump it long again. Hammered away just to the halfway line for Fernandez to pick up. Tries to make some space for herself, but Prince Edward Island, no, she's a danger. They stay sharp in defence. There's going to be a cross here. It comes in. What a chance this is to take the lead, and there it is. It's Ruby Dorsey, substitute, coming in for Maria Curley, and what a strike, what a touch, what a goal that could be. They're not quite there yet. They've got a few minutes to play. Credit to Julia McClear, I think, who did the work on that far hand side to cut that ball in and get the cross. But they are minutes away now from booking their place in that final tomorrow against Glen Shields, who are still 5-0 up in the other semi-final. Blezovic heads that long all the way to Kakan, who goes to ground to soak up the seconds. Long it comes from Prince Edward Island. Winnipeg now have got to throw the kitchen sink at this, get the equaliser. And the flag is going to go up here, it's offside. Offside on Leah Fernandez, who will look back. She struck the crossbar. She missed the penalty. Well, it was saved. And now her team need her more than ever. Will they be able to create one more chance for her? The ball's got to get up the pitch. The players have got to get up the pitch. Fernandez hurried and hustled by two Prince Edward Island players. She's looking for a handball. Francis took her back to Francis. And that's the goal scorer there, working all the way back to clear. It's going to be should be a foul. That looked like a free kick all day off the ball. It was the goal scorer, Ruby Dorsey, tracking back to defend. In all the mayhem, Katie Merkel has come onto the pitch, and it's going to be a goal kick for Prince Edward Island. They should be taking as much time as they possibly can with this, as we are now officially in stoppage time. I think we've got a couple of minutes of it, perhaps. Scrapping. Nearly said scrappling. They're creating words at the moment. That's not the best cross into the box by the newly introduced Merkel. If it does stay like this, Prince Edward Island have got a couple of heroes. The goal scorer Ruby Dorsey, but Lauren McCacken, that's penalty save in the first half. You can't be forgetting about big moments like that. It's a foul in the middle of the pitch, well won by Lauren Simmons, another warrior, another battler, putting her body on the line to see her team through. They're almost there, they can feel it now, they can touch that final tomorrow. Kerr needs to turn and find a couple of passes. It's going to get picked up here by Kerr. She sends it long, looking for Merkel. If this ball's going to stay in it, it's not. That's exactly where Prince Edward Island want to see it. Merkel clears. Anywhere will do right now for the team in red. Their instructions are clear. It's going to be a red ball. Time well against the team in white here. And there goes the final whistle in this U-17 National Championship Women's Semi-Final. Prince Edward Island 1, Winnipeg 0. It was a Ruby Dorsey late goal that seals the victory and sends Prince Edward Island into tomorrow's final. They will be matching up against Glen Shields, who are seconds away from a 5-0 rout in their semi-final. You can catch all of that action and more here on the Canada Soccer TV YouTube channel. I'll be there. I'll be waiting for those finals. My name's Simon Brazier, and from everyone here in the production team, thank you so much for joining us for this one. You can catch more soccer today here live, and we'll see you soon.